I couldn't manage bills and be able to take care of my daughter.
They were kicked out of their homes for coming out.
My 13-year-old cousin was shot and killed.
It's facing those tragedies, it's talking about them.
He needed good role models in his life.
Family takes care of family no matter what.
It's giving me job career training.
I'm gonna fulfill my dream.
I've seen real hope.
Nothing more I could wish for.
Basketball is always a coping mechanism for me. When I was angry, I played ball. That was how I dealt with everything. If I had a problem, I was going to play basketball. And I left behind all the negativity, and I was bringing forth all my positive energy. As a man, you realize that a lot of things you do as a kid, they shape up the way the rest of your life is going to come out.
Young men who come from at-risk communities where the murder rate is 2 times that the national average and have to deal with so many potentially negative choices, just a few seconds can change their trajectory and their destination for the worse.
Truth be told, when you think of Chicago, you just think of all the violence. You know, you gotta think about what these kids go through on a daily basis here.
The gun violence is a big concern in the neighborhood because, like, you never know when a shootout is gonna happen or someone's gonna get targeted or something, you know? You never know. It's just a guessing game.
It's a lot of people dying. It's a lot of people dying, especially around me. A couple of my friends got killed. A couple of my friends got shot, stabbed. It's drug dealers on the corner, basically, every day. Like, to me in Chicago, you can't even go in areas because people go think you're a gang member. I feel like a slave in my own city because you can't really do nothing. I just want the killing to stop. That's all I want.
There are kids who are just street-driven. They don't come to school to go to school. And no matter how big or small their problems is, it's their problem and they need help with it.
When I first came to school, like, I was a really violent guy, so I was to get into, like, a lot of fights. My 13-year-old cousin was shot and killed, and that really triggered a lot of anger.
There are some things that you can't do anything about. So since you can't control it, what can you control? You can control the way things affect you. If somebody makes you mad, you can't control if you resort to violence, you walk away, you write it down, you go play basketball. That's something that you can control.
BAM is a program that works with young men in the school setting from 7th grade to 12th grade. We have strong counselors to help these youth internalize the important values such as integrity, accountability, self-determination, visionary goal setting, positive anger expression, and respect for womanhood.
What's up? Good. What's up, brother? Youth mentorship is important to me because when I was a kid, I used to look up to guys that were in my position. I get to not only see them smile because they're spending time with me, but I get to learn a little bit what's going on in their life, how they're feeling, obviously, and more than anything, how they want to change the world.
And becoming a man, I want you to ask yourselves, what kind of man do you want to be? What is it going to take to get there?
I want to be the man that my father could have never been for me, basically. I want to be there for my family, my kids. I don't want my kids to grow up without a father.
You want the kids to hear themselves and feel themselves without interrupting them.
I was kind of sad because about Father's Day, you know, Daddy went there. Because he in jail and all of that. I never knew him, never met him. Yeah.
It's emotional. It's facing those tragedies. It's talking about them, learning how to adjust, giving them information and showing them ways of living a different way.
My dream wasn't to be an NBA player, to be an all-star, or whatever it was. Mine was to go to college. Got a scholarship, went to Marquette, graduated, because I understand how important knowledge is now.
Right now, I don't have to compete with people, violent people, you know, every day. I don't have to do that. I can be the same man I am, but without all that, you know?
I got a lot of stuff on my mind. But I gotta go to summer school. But I don't mind because it's gonna keep me out of trouble this summer. Me getting a job and just trying to make something out of myself this summer.
It's nothing like when a person internalizes values that help them to say, you know what, I won't go this route. They learn how to think long term.
For these kids, I think all they want is for you to feel their pain. And although you may not feel their pain as much as they do, if you can get a grasp on it and feel it a little bit, the kid can tell. I'm happy to be here with you guys. I know we don't know each other that well, but the one thing that I hope is I can get y'all focused on how to be the best man that y'all could possibly be.
Being with Jimmy Butler, the young man who's done phenomenal things, sharing his story with them is extremely important.
Meeting him gives them hope and gives them a chance to see that you have to start here, you have to start now to understand how quickly you can get from point A to point B.
We met a superstar today. I know he's a big basketball player, but he's still one of us, you know? He's still an average guy, you know? How he can go from nothing to something and still give back, you know? I have to stay humble and, you know, let things fall where they fall.
He came from nothing. He took that and put it into basketball. That's crazy. That's a good man right there.
These young people need what every young man in America needs. Support through family, friends, community. They need the opportunities, just like anyone else.
You can't let your situation define you and/or defeat you. My career as an athlete has been shaped because I've learned how to be better as a person. If you're doing whatever you can in your control to get to where you want to be, I think you're going to be successful. These kids all had their head on straight. They knew their goals, and I think they're going to reach them without a doubt in my mind.